Hello everyone, welcome to RC Driven. My name is David and today we have a Maxx on the table. I know recently the Maxx Ultimate was just released. I was really hoping they were gonna put the Maxx / 6S system in it, but they didn't. I think it's a missed opportunity, being that they already have the mounts, the brackets, the ESC, everything to make it a success. It would have been nice to see this success. Traxxas didn't, so I figured I will. So today we're gonna upgrade this 4S to a 6S. This system is directly out of the Maxx / and motor mount plate and the brackets. Basically, this motor is a little bit thicker than the 4S motor that's in here, so you're gonna need these two. While I'm there, I figured might as well put the brace, and I'll also put the gear cover. So part numbers are 10221 for the brace, 10287 for the gear cover. We're also upgrading the belt crank, which is 10246. So let's get started. Right now we're removing the gear cover. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, and then 6 screws, and then there's one under here on the actual plate, and then this should be able to slide out. Okay, like that. And just like that, the motor is out. This pin was set for C, and I'm gonna leave it there because I'm not changing the gearing. Fits right in place. Man, this was there we go. That's perfectly straight. Then you can pull this out now. There we go. Pop. A quick update. I went ahead and swapped out the 50 spur 23 spur for 46 spur and 26 pinion gear because the trigger was very sensitive. It became very sensitive. I figured I'll try to put the speed gear set in there, and it definitely calmed it down a little bit on the initial torque. As you'll see later, that it's really hard to keep the nose down on this car at top speed, so you don't really gain much high speeds, but you're able to get into the throttle without it being a little uncontrollable. It made it more controllable, made it more drivable. That's what it did. It just took some of the initial torque away so that it's not just wheeling and flipping over. By putting the speed gear in there, definitely smoothened it out, and truck drive far better now. So I'm going to continue on from here with the removal of the stock gear set and to now the speed gear set. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and swap out this 6497 pinion gear and 6447R spur gear. We're going to swap that out. Let's get started. I went ahead and just kind of remove the screws here. Take that off. Flip this. There you go. Okay, so I have that out. This is going here. This been unscrewed. Just
this was ready. So take the pinion gear out. This is 23, and we're putting in a 26. Now we gotta find out what hole it needs to go to. Yeah, so I'm putting it in D. I'm gonna see how the mesh is gonna go. Okay, the gears are in. I just need to just tighten everything up now. Go. Push that in. That's it. Ooh! Hope you enjoyed that action shots of this truck. I definitely enjoy driving it. It's definitely a fun truck, just as is, even as a 4S. I guess what I wanted to talk about now was just to mention whether if I think successing this truck was a good idea or was something that I would recommend. So, I mean, if you wanted to do it, sure, why not? It fits, the slash system fits perfectly, so you can. And this truck is big enough to handle the success system without an issue. The only issue that I really have with it is the battery situation. So what I've done right now is just kind of used a strap to hold it down, kind of like this. Basically something like this, which, looking at it from this end, you can see that there's so much space here. So when you're landing hard or when you're crashing, battery's bound to fly out. So I wish there was another option. I mean, I did get this strapping system from Amazon, but it's not the best. I may end up 3D printing something that is going to hold the battery a little better than this. Another option is to keep the stock set up and just find a battery that fits in there and then maybe just change the connectors. You can do that. That's another option. If the stock for a system can give you 60 plus miles an hour, and I couldn't even get past 55 because just the truck had more. It had more. I could have kept going. It just wants to lift. It just wants to keep lifting. The front just wants to lift. I'm like at 55 miles an hour, the front was lifting. So yeah, because of that, I probably would say keep it for us. When Traxxas released the Maxx Ultimate, I was hoping it was going to be a success system in there. But now I can understand why they didn't go that route, because there's really not much benefit to it. So I don't know. This is just system here is from the Maxx Slash. The Maxx Slash is rated for 70 plus. So you would think this should be close to that, you know. So I know there's more to this system than how far I've been able to take it, because it just doesn't want to stay down. Maybe if I had a longer road just to kind of baby it all the way through, maybe I can keep it up. But I'm telling you, the moment you get to like that 50 plus miles an hour, the tires get thin and then you start seeing the front lift. There's nothing I could have done. I mean, as you saw in the video, I just couldn't keep it. But overall, it's probably become one of my favorite trucks now, or one of my, like, when I think of bashing or taking a truck for jumps, this is definitely what comes to mind. It's extremely durable. I did have one issue. There's a pin in the front here, and I don't know if I can't really show it to you, but down here, let me see if I can. In the front down here, there's a pin under here that kept popping out. So I had to just unscrew the wheel out, unscrew that, and then pop it back in and put the screw back in. And I was back out again. That was the only issue that I had. Other than that, I mean, at the very end of the jumps, one wheel flew out, and I think it's because I didn't have a wheel wrench for it, and I was using like a vice grip to tighten it, so I don't think I tightened it enough. That's why that wheel popped off. But other than that, I don't have any complaints. And which I was able to find actually the wheel nut and this little washer, the wheel washer as well. I was able to find all of it and I was able to put it back together. But yeah, so all in all, nothing broke. You know, I had a blast with it, and I definitely recommend this truck. It's become one of my favorite trucks, or one of my favorite bashers. I do want to run it against the 4S Max and see the difference. See how if this was the right decision or not. I think that's the only way. But I know from a top speed standpoint, it's not going to make a difference, or it's not going to be a big deal. But just from the drivability, I want to compare it. So when I do, I'll be sure to share it with you guys. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a like. Definitely helps my channel. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much.